Hey guys, this is Fish here, and welcome to They Are Billions, a RTS zombie shooter where you have to survive zombie hordes. And today we'll be trying to survive, zombies. In that process, we'll grow a corporate empire, scam people of all their money, and hopefully survive. And you may be asking yourself, why would we do that? Well, we do it for this little bugger right here. This little Soviet mastermind will be the leader of our operation. He'll be in the presidential office, where he'll be making all of our decisions for us. And our one and only goal is to keep this little guy safe, by all means. And this will lead us to sacrificing many people in his name. There are some small things I'd like to explain before we get too far into the video. In this game, we have around 9 different quote-unquote resources that we are allowed to use. Some of those will include our civilians. These are the people that stay home and do nothing, but they're also our main source of profit. These will be our Discord moderators, or anyone that doesn't have a job, basically. Next, we have our workers. These are the people that actually do jobs. That includes lighting up towers, operating gun stations, etc. and etc. Then we have our food. This is how we feed our workers and citizens, so we can actually get more people. Then we have our power. This is how we light up our buildings, our manufacturing systems, and basically anything that is in this game that's a building. Finally, we have our resources. These is gold, wood, stone, steel, and oil. These are the building bricks of our civilization. They help us buy new stuff, research new stuff, build new stuff, and basically everything in the game. When we start the game, we spawn in with our office, some resources, and 4 scouts and a soldier. Scouts are more light, run around and do far less damage, but soldiers are loud, but do a lot of damage. You'll be seeing them a lot throughout this run. And we got a really good spawn. We only have to worry about them coming from one direction. It also means all power will be diverted from that one direction. So we're going to have to heavily fortify our base if we do want to survive. As you see here, I start placing tents, which is the lowest form of building, and it will get us our first starting workers, and we could upgrade them later. This here is one of our very first pick your mayor options. They give you small buffs and you get them every once in a while, but they aren't the most helpful, but they can get you stuff that you'd get in late game a lot faster. But sadly, I got very unlucky here, so didn't get nothing really good. Now, a lot of these videos, or parts of the video, will be sped up because this game takes a long time. Like a really long time. Now, what you're seeing me place down right now, it's called the Wood Workshop. It's basically the research center, and it's how you unlock most new things, including new people, new research labs, and etc. I'm gonna slow it down here to tell you something real quick. I've had all my people around the rim of my area, and one of them got eaten alive because I wasn't paying attention. So we just lost our first soldier. Pretty dope. This this building right here is how we're gonna get all of our ground troops, or at least most of them. Only a few come from different buildings. So this is basically our main source of soldiers. Right here is when I noticed my main and only soldier at the time being swarmed, but I noticed way before they actually got to him. Day 9 is when I got my first walls up, but definitely not my last. And around day 13, I unlocked this little side portion of the map. By day 15, I almost doubled the surface of my walls, but the first horde was coming. And then the worst thing imaginable happened. I forgot to record. But I dealt with the horde relatively fast because it was pretty small since it was the first one, and then continued on with the game. This is Kill Squad Alpha. I send them out to kill zombies and clear out zones, and it's pretty good at leveling them up too. Around day 25, I built my second layer of walls. On day 28, our second horde showed up, and they are easily killed. Kind of boring. Around day 40, I majorly increased my ground forces and began to start upgrading my walls into stone. But not long after that, we got our next horde. Then quickly realized a lot of my soldiers were still outside, so I had to rush them through the horde and get them back inside. And if you could see, that wall is mere seconds away from breaking. Any zombies could have gotten in if it did break. A couple days later, I got a whole new portion of my walls. You can see is what I call kill boxes. Basically, little zones where if zombies get in, they'll be stuck. I build a couple of these throughout the game to help me, keep everything in order. I'm just here to tell you that sorry about the music. My editing software decided to say fuck you, and everything that they said wasn't copyrighted to copyright me, so that sucks. This is when we get our next horde around day 60, and it introduces one of our first new zombies, and it's the fat guys. Basically, they take up a lot of damage and do a lot of damage. The thing you see me building in the background is called an executor. It's basically like a turret but with splash damage. It's pretty good and you'll see it a lot more in the end game. This right here is a banking building. Basically, it gets you money out of nearby housing districts and gives it to you. It basically doubles the amount of money you get. These are our next two horde attacks. They go by pretty easily because at this part of the game, they're basically the same size and pretty easy to deal with. Right here is our final generation of our base, and it'll be the last thing you see before the horde attacks. So take it in, because this is our make or break if we lose or win.
Oh my god, a huge swarm is coming.
In the end, we ultimately failed, but hey, at least we went down shooting, eh? And if you can, it'd be greatly appreciated to like and subscribe, since it'll push out my video to new people, and hopefully grow my channel, and hopefully see you in the next video. Just remember, there's always tomorrow.